Alright, so what are we doing with this? Wake the Reflection seems a little bit greedy here. I don't have as many things I'm looking to do. Wayfaring Temple still has enough upside, I think, to run. Maybe the Wingcrafter's a little bit too cute. Though there is a lot of stuff that doesn't fly on my end. Grasp of Phantoms is okay. It's just okay. We kind of want to be aggressive. We kind of want to not have things like Seagate Oracle here. We drafted 3 colors, but not a lot of fixing. Fortunately, this is a deck that, because we picked up Arid Mesa and Misty Rainforest, we only need to get 2 wins to get our money back, go even. Easier to win 2 out of 3 than 3 out of 3, usually. Yeah, the Flicker Wisp doesn't get a lot of value. Unless I have things like Seagate Oracle to blink. I don't know, maybe the Wingcrafter's just a little bit too cute. What are our spells? Signet to strengthen numbers, Advent of the Worm, which is basically a creature, Baloth Cage Trap, which is basically a creature, and then our only removal spell. Alright, well, I think those spells are staying, and we're just looking to cut some of the creatures. Bronzebeak Mo is still pretty good. It's usually just a 5/5 on offense. I've also potentially got some neat tricks with Venser. And then, of course, when I play something like Attended Knight or Master Splicer, I get even more. The Deadeye Navigator double up is also kind of sweet. So I think Bronzebeak Moa stays. I kind of want to keep Penumbra Spider too, because it does so well against so many other things. Like I can be swinging in the air and doing work with Flicker Wisp, Core Skyfishers. We'd probably just get trouble on the ground though. Maybe I'm just cutting the Tandem Lookout. I've got this sort of aggressive ramp into my 3 and 4 drops. I'm skipping most of my 2-drop stuff. I don't know. Perhaps I just need to cut Venser. Double blue is a little bit tricky for this deck to do, I think, given that I have so little fixing. Venser's so solid, though. It's rough to put this man down. Also, eventually I get to him plus Deadeye Navigator. I don't think I can get rid of Venser. I think maybe the Wingcrafter's too cute. I've already got some flyers that are going to do work. Maybe. Still means we need to make 2 cuts, though. I do like the strength in numbers. I like the Azoria Signet. Is it Venser? I almost feel like I should cut a Spider before I cut a Venser. Right, double green isn't going to be that much easier either. Sort by color. Yeah, because we've got about as much green as blue. No, not really. Are we cutting Venser just because of the mana cost? Man, that's rough. Venser, though. Dude is good. When I do eventually pair him with Deadeye Navigator in games, it's going to be ridiculous. Maybe I'm just supposed to cut him and Deadeye Navigator. Play a more aggressive game. Commit to the aggressive lines. Yeah, I think that might be what we need to do. Man, I don't know. We can stall on the board, though. Like, I like having that backup threat where if we can't get through with our stuff, we have our backup. Deadeye Navigator win. Well, given that our populate mechanic is just the Wayfaring Temple, maybe we just cut Baloth Cage Trap unless we see a bunch of artifacts. And we cut... Oh, do I really cutting Venser? Because of the double blue. I still almost would rather just cut the Penumbra Spider. But cutting a Penumbra Spider kind of makes things like Deadeye Navigator less viable, just because if the point is to get to... If we get to a board stall, then I break the board stall with Deadeye Navigator. If that's the point, then the Penumbra Spiders are part of what's going to get me that board stall. Oh, man. We could just cut Venser, Deadeye Navigator. Toss back in the Baloth Cage Trap. Go aggressive. Rely on the strength in numbers. That might be the way to go. Just cut the cut this. It's possible I shouldn't even be running these Seagate Oracles. That instead I should be running like the Wingcrafter. What am I gonna give flying though? I guess a Golem. I could give the Moa. Man. Grasp of Phantoms is also a little bit slow, given what we're looking to do. The problem with the Wingcrafter is like one blue is going to be, like an early blue is going to be a little bit difficult, I think. I do have the Misty, but that's about it. And sometimes I'm going to have to crack the Misty for an island, or for a forest. Maybe the Wayfaring Temple's a little bit greedy. Just because what are my tokens really? The Golem, an Attended Night thing. Yeah, but if I hit with it, it just wins. Plus, just the fact that it has power and toughness equal to my number of creatures is great, considering I've got Pilgrims as my ramp as opposed to Signets. Let's go for the aggressive build. Lots and lots and lots of aggression. Make my Moas and my Wayfaring Temples fly. Stuff like that. Yeah, I think we're going to try this. Alright, so what does that ultimately leave me? I've got... Combine these groups. Sort by color. Okay, okay. What do you suggest, Moto? 476. I think we're gonna go 376 and then throw in the Misty. Seems right. And I think this is our deck. I could bring in Venser, Deadeye Navigator later on, but it just seems a little bit hard to splash given that we found so little fixing. Just single blue is a little bit better. Grasp of Phantoms is our only removal. And we're just basically using this to try and clear the way in the air, right? We just need something to get stuff out of the way of our guys, our Wayfaring Temples and Moas for another turn before we kill them. A lot of it's going to come down to strength and numbers, though, so those are really our finishers. We're on a clock, and we're ditching our late game completely. Yeah, alright. I think this is it.